We're in the Fox 61 kitchen. As you know, we're doing Fox 61 School Squad Week. And part of getting your kids ready for school, you two parents are getting the real food, dishes, and lunches ready. Peanut butter and jelly is a thing of the past. This Jennifer Zarrilli from Connecticut Children says there's better ways to feed your kids at lunch that are not only cost effective, but tastes good too, right?
Absolutely.
Good morning to you. Nice to have you aboard. Are you ready for, I didn't ask, do you have kids?
I do. I have 3 kids myself.
And
yes.
how old?
They're 2, 5, and 7.
All right, so you've already had a couple of practice runs with the 7-year-old, right?
Yeah.
I love this. The one thing that my kids are all, when they were younger, they were always asking for were those Lunchables. And bento boxes are huge, but you don't need to spend all that money on the processed stuff. You could do it yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What's the key? What if you're starting from scratch with a blank bento box? What do you do?
You always want to start with your entree or the protein portion, so you could work around that and see what matches with it. So in some of these, I started with, I know with the quesadilla, I wanted to, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No. I point, you talk.
I jazzed it up a little bit. I included some hummus and eggs for a little extra protein, a little more sustainability to get through the day.
Here's the best part. There's how many, 3 pieces of quesadilla in there? You can bulk make them. You can use them more than once during the week, right? See, that's planning ahead, right? What do you got over here?
That's a little pizza roll-up.
From the little crescent stuff.
And my son actually helped me make it last night and got kind of into that.
Which is another thing, because you can involve your kids and get them to get what they want. Because here's the key, and you've got lots of different things here. You've got hummus, you've got cucumbers, you've got watermelon. I see some peppers and dip there. It doesn't matter how you combine them, as long as they're getting, as you said, a protein, they're getting a little vegetable, and they're getting a snack, and they're having fun eating it.
Yep. He was so excited to see all these together last night. He even mixed the cinnamon on the apples. He said, "Mommy, this smells so good." My kids kept eating it all as I was making. I'm like, okay, gotta save this for tomorrow.
One more thing to talk about before we move on to something else we're going to do is portion control. This is a great way to say, okay, this is exactly the right amount of trail mix. It's the right amount of blueberries as well.
Yeah,
right?
It's a nice way you could fit in a little sweet treat, but then you're getting in those fruits and vegetables. Even if they don't eat them all, it's okay. They're getting that exposure and hopefully getting used to incorporating those.
And speaking of sweet treats, I'll go to work right here, because we're going to do a quick protein peanut butter ball, which is a great thing to put in for the protein as well, right?
Yes.
Okay, what do we do here?
Yep, actually, so I use sunflower butter.
Okay.
So
you want me to do the dumping?
Sure, you could do that.
Put me to work, sure.
So I use sunflower butter because that's allergy safe for school.
This is why I don't do this, Jennifer. All right.
It is a little oily.
Clean up an aisle too.
So it's a ½ cup of sunflower butter, and then a cup of old-fashioned oats. So nice fiber there.
I can't talk when this is in my mouth. Go ahead.
And then a little bit of unsweetened, a quarter cup of unsweetened mini chocolate chips.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put in I'm going to need that quarter of a cup because I'm going to do a quarter cup of honey in there.
You drizzle it in, because what you do is as you put this together, you roll it up into little balls, put them on a little wax paper. You can freeze them.
Yep.
You can serve them as is, and you don't have to bake these. What else are you throwing in there?
Chia seeds.
Oh, really?
So I like a little crunch from the chia seeds. They give a little fiber, some omega-3s. But you could choose different mix-ins. You could do chocolate-covered sunflowers.
I don't see any raisins here, but raisins can go in there.
You could do raisins.
Right?
You could do cinnamon.
That's what it looks like. And that's a big ball. Break that down into balls.
Yep, you're going to roll them into about a tablespoon-sized ball, and then we would put them on wax paper to store them, and you could keep them in the refrigerator or the freezer.
You're going to continue that during the commercial break, because I know the staff here needs a little protein hit for a 7-hour show.
Absolutely.
Jennifer Zarrilli from Connecticut Children, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate you greatly. Let's throw it back to the studio. How many of these peanut butter protein balls do you guys want? I'll make them right now.
17.
17. You got it.
Okay.
5.
So 22 total.